Cathi. It's great to see you again.
Hi, Christie. You too.
Long time no see.
Right? Yes. Well, listen, I loved your episode with your GOBrecs a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to add a couple myself.
Oh, well, I knew you would because I've been hearing about some of these and actually know about some of them. So I can't wait to hear what you are going to tell me about them and everybody else.
Yes. Okay. So, you should take some of these with you on your trip.
Oh, that's right. I am going out of town and I need something to read. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can probably get them on Kindle too, right? Because I'm going to be in the Keys for a week.
Oh, that sounds so fun. We've not really talked about this trip. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. I just want to turn everything off except my Kindle, I guess. Just get away. It's not one of those vacations where I have to do a ton of sightseeing or anything. It's just more snorkel, sit on the beach, go swimming, sit in the hot tub, hang with my friends, make a Friendsgiving meal.
Oh, it sounds so fun.
Yep, I'm excited.
How long of a drive is it for you guys?
It's to where we're staying, which is about an hour from Key West, and it's Marathon area. It's about just over 2 hours, two and a half maybe.
Easy peasy. That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Well, so I know you need to bring some of these with you and share them with your friends. Okay, so the first one I've got is from one of our favorite authors, Lisa Unger.
Oh.
And this is called Christmas Presents. And I know we're going to be talking with Lisa in a few weeks. So I'd really encourage everyone to grab this. But it's a novella, which means it's usually about 200 pages or shorter. This one is more than that, but it's because it's such a nice little stocking stuffer size book.
Okay.
It's you can see it's a little bit smaller, so I think that's why. But anyway, it's the perfect holiday read. Perfect. Okay. You
can tell from the title, right?
Right. So while the story takes place in a small town and during heavy winter weather, a blizzard, and partially in a bookshop, this is not a cozy.
Okay.
This is not a cozy story. So the main character is Madeline Martin, and she is the only surviving victim of a serial killer from years and years ago. And she's kind of now got herself at a decent place in life. She's got her stuff figured out. She's got a little indie bookstore, and she takes care of her father, and she's kind of got everything, figured out until at Christmas time, 6 days before Christmas, a gentleman enters her bookshop, and he is a true crime podcaster, a quite famous one. He doesn't have always the best of intentions, maybe.
Okay.
He's very aggressive with his digging, let's say. And so he has moved to town, and he is determined to delve into her past as the victim of this serial murderer. And he starts raising other cases of the other young women who have been murdered in the area over the last several years, raising some really uncomfortable questions, whether do they have the right guy in prison for her, or, that was convicted of the crime against her and other women. What's really going on? It is a great cast of characters. It is dark. It is suspenseful, and it's perfect for Christmas.
Oh, that sounds like our kind of book, Cathi.
It is, and it is a quick read. I feel like it'd be a great, great gift for somebody on your list.
Yeah, and I like the fact that it's not as short of a novella as it could be, because I really never want to put her books down.
No, I definitely didn't want it to end. No,
I can't wait to talk to her about it. We'll ask her some questions about it.
Yeah, that'll be great. So, so my next book is quite a departure from that, but it has a similarity. It's called Prom Mom, and it's by Laura Lippman. And I've always admired Laura Lippman's writing. She's written probably, I'm guessing, 20 books by now. And they often take place in her native Baltimore. This is similar to Christmas Presents in that it is a young woman who has survived a pretty traumatic experience in her young adulthood. This is about Amber Glass, and she was known as Prom Mom after she allegedly killed her newborn baby on prom night, a baby that no one knew even existed. You know, a pregnancy they didn't even know. And she is now coming back to Baltimore with that part of her past, she hopes, you know, easily put in the past. And, of course, the dad, who was known as Cad Dad back in the day.
All the rhymes.
Because he, you know, he very ceremoniously just ditched her on that evening. And he's a realtor. He's married to a plastic surgeon. And she's thinking, I'm going to come back to Baltimore, and I'm just going to stay away from that. And I'll just lead my life. And, of course, that doesn't happen. And they're just drawn together. And then pretty soon it becomes a triangle of the three of them. A criminal, horrible situation comes up, and Joe, the Cad Dad, asks Amber the unthinkable, and it just gets them all drawn in to this criminal triangle. It's very, very engaging.
Ooh, yeah, that does sound,
Yeah.
I can't wait to read that one.
Yeah, not what I expected at all. And initially when I heard about the premise, I was like, I don't know, the whole high school thing. I was like, I don't know. But it really is very engaging. And I think it appeals to anybody who thinks, I want to move on from my past, you know, and how that works. And it's very interesting.
That sounds a little scary, too.
It is,
like,
it is.
Can we move on? Oh.
Right. And it sounds like romance kind of, or, you know, like horribly gone wrong romance, but it's not.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Ready? Third book. This one's on my Kindle, so I had to pull it up. It is.
Oh.
Alexa
she's showing me on the Zoom screen the cover of John
Grisham, The Exchange,
which is a very pretty cover.
Isn't it beautiful?
I mean, it looks like it could be a scarf material. It's got all this.
We're going to leave that over there. It's not going well.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's cool that you read it on that, though.
You know, I actually read it on my little Kindle. I just wanted a color picture, and that didn't go well, obviously, so I grabbed my iPad. But I did read it on my Kindle. So, do you remember The Firm by John Grisham?
Of course. Such a suspenseful movie, book.
It kind of put him on the map. I feel like that was like the book that took off his career. And this is the follow-up to that.
Oh.
And I
like how many years later is it? It's like 20 or 30 years.
I think it's 20 plus in the real world, but in the book it's 15 years later.
Okay.
And so if you remember from The Firm, whether it's the book or the movie, because the movie was pretty close, from what I recall, to the book. There's this young lawyer, Mitch McDeere, fresh out of law school with a lot to prove, and he gets a really sweet gig in Memphis with this. Do you remember the law firm? Bandini, Lambert, and Locke.
Okay. I hear that with ominous music at the same time.
Yeah, right? Remember that music? And sadly, that firm, after he got drawn in, represented the mob. And he became the FBI's #1 witness. They wanted him to turn on the firm and the mob and obviously ruin his future career. So he had to be very crafty and find out a way around this. So now it's he and his wife again, Mitch and Abby, 15 years later. And it kind of covers what happened to them after that whole nightmare. They're now living in Manhattan. He is a partner at a big firm, a big law firm, the largest law firm in the world. And kind of another criminal enterprise, this time terrorism, enters their lives and completely upends everything. And it really involves Abby a lot more, his wife this time. And what happens is a mentor of his who lives in Rome asks him to handle a really international big case. And it takes him to Gaddafi's Libya, London, Rome, all over the place. And he has to, save his wife, save his world, save all the things. And it's just a fantastic read.
Oh, that sounds great. And I'm sure it's going to make an awesome, thrilling movie.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't make it into a movie.
Yes,
I'm
definitely going to watch it now because, of course, I like to always read the books first. But
yeah, I really think that would be a great Christmas gift as well.
Okay.
You know,
because everybody has read or watched The Firm, plus they know it, and good idea, Kathy.
Was talking to one of my coworkers, and she had not. She's a little younger than we are. And she had not watched or read The Firm. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to get her this book and then be like, here's the movie you have to watch first. If you didn't want to reread The Firm, I just think it'd be a great gift, a little bundle.
Oh, yeah, that is perfect. Yeah. That's a good idea because I bet our kids haven't read The Firm either if they're readers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to get all these books and read them. I'm going to just devour them on the beach.
Good. I know. On the beach. Well, good for you.
Hopefully.
All right.
The weather's nice. All right.
All right.
Well,
cheers.
Thanks, Kathy. Cheers.
Yeah.